All right, guys. So it is October 9th, 4:17 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're looking at ES here on the 6 hour time frame. Guys, we could not have been more accurate on this analysis. This prediction and this analysis that I made for you guys yesterday was perfect. We nailed the analysis. We absolutely crushed the prediction. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why here. So, as I mentioned, right on Sunday here, we were most likely going to bounce off 4,300 area on the futures, and we got exactly that on this green candle here at 21. We got a nice bounce off of 4,300 area. You see that wick right there? We bounced off beautifully off this previous higher high on the 6 hour time frame, created a bullish engulfing on the 6 hour time frame, and then had some beautiful follow through, filled the gap, went for the higher high, and went straight to 43.70, which was exactly where my target was. And we hit 43.70 like a brick wall and completely rejected and closed below it. 43.70 acted like a brick wall today, and that was the higher high for the 6 hour. So we have a confirmed lower high, which is right here, 43.04, and a confirmed higher high, which is basically 43.70. Beautiful uptrend on the 6 hour, and this analysis was just honestly flawless. I could not be more happy with this analysis. I banked very nicely on this trade today. I was super happy with it, and I was very confident with it as well. So on the daily time frame, as you can see on Friday, instead of making that lower low and continuing the downtrend, we made a lower high and a higher high on the same candle, completely changing the trend structure from bearish to bullish. And for that reason, we got a nice follow through today on Monday, all the way up to 43.70, making an even higher high on the daily time frame, further confirming our transition from bearish to bullish on the daily. This prediction was just beautiful. I love when I'm accurate like this because it really, obviously gives me a lot of confidence, but it really helps me give me confidence when I'm trading because this prediction was so accurate with exactly the levels, what was going to happen, where we're going to bounce from, and the 6 hour time frame I love using because it kind of gives me like an intraday price action suggestion of where we're going to be going during the day. Because looking at the daily time frame can only really suggest what's going to happen that day, not during the day or within the day. And as a day trader, I love to know what's going to happen within the day. So basically, when I woke up this morning and I saw this candle here, right? This candle closed at 20. This candle opened up at 21. So this candle closed at 3 in the morning. So basically, when I woke up, the first thing I saw was this bullish engulfing candle on the 6 hour, beautifully bouncing off our target of 4,300, which was the previous higher high on the 6 hour. So basically, I was very bullish to start off the day. I was expecting us to go for that higher high, without a doubt, 43.70. So basically, right when the market opened, all I did was look for an entry. So now let's go to SPX, and I'll show you exactly kind of what happened. So on the 1 hour time frame on Friday, as you can see here, we finished off the day with a red candle. And one could have assumed because of that bullish engulfing candle or bearish engulfing candle that we would have some follow through, which we did. We opened up pretty low. And this right here, all right, 42.88 area was our lower high on the 1 hour. And we bounced off this area beautifully on the 6 hour on the futures. And we followed right through, filled the gap, and went for that higher high on the 1 hour, further confirming our uptrend on the S&P 500. Now we finish off the day with a couple of red candles, and one could easily suggest that all this is a sell-off, people taking profits after this nice run-up today. And that's more than likely what's going to happen tomorrow is we're going to come down, make a lower high, probably around 43.20 area, bounce off this level. I'm going to look for an entry on the 50-minute time frame with a bullish engulfing. Once we get that, I'm going to basically assume we're going to go for a higher high on the 1 hour, and my target for that would probably be 43.64 area, and that would be like my area where I would take majority profits. So we are in an uptrend. It's very obvious, and to start off the day tomorrow, I can expect a lower high followed by a higher high. So bearish for the morning, bullish for the afternoon. That's basically what I would assume would happen based on the price action. Now, like I said, we absolutely crushed this trade here. So I'm going to show you exactly where we got in here. So this was the start of the day, right? So we came up, made a higher high, made a lower high, and right here I was going to get in for calls, but the selling pressure was far greater than the buying pressure, and for that reason I did decide to sit out and wait a little longer before I got in. Thankfully I got in. It did pull back. It came down, rejected my daily support level beautifully at 42.85, which was the that was the higher low on the 6 hour on the ES futures, and it bounced off this area magically. So we came up, and right around 8:45, 9 a.m. when this closed, we were back to being bullish and made a higher high. So once we made that higher high, I was expecting and waiting for a lower high followed by some follow through so that I could get in for a trade. We got the lower high right around 9:45 a.m. is when we got that lower high. This 9:45 a.m. candle closed at 10 a.m., confirming the lower high and confirming the trend on the 50-minute time frame from being bearish back to bullish. And I got into my trade right at 10 a.m. So, like I said, at this point, I'm expecting a higher high to form on the 1 hour time frame. So my first target for that reason was 43.2867 on the SPX. On SPY, it was a little bit different, but this was my target. So I sold 60% of my position at 43.2867, and then I sold the remaining 40% at 43.37 on SPX. Beautiful trade. 43.37 was basically 43.70 on the futures. It was right around that area. And like I said to you guys yesterday on Sunday, 43.70 was my target for the higher high, and we got that beautifully. We hit that level like a brick wall, and I sold my position right there and was completely out of the trade at that point. So I sold 60% at 43.28 and 40% at 43.37. Amazing trade. Super nice run. To be very honest with you, I wasn't expecting too much to happen today, simply because it was a U.S. bank holiday, so I was expecting the volume to be pretty low. But we did get a nice move at 10 a.m., and I capitalized. Very happy with this, and I hope you guys capitalize on this as well. So, like I said, for tomorrow, more than likely what's going to happen is we're going to create a lower high, bounce off 43.20, probably consolidate maybe, and then hopefully bounce off this level and go for another higher high on the 1 hour. And for that, my target would be 43.64. So we'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Let's hope we are accurate with this. But nonetheless, guys, I hope this video was educational and informative, and I hope you guys were able to bank on some profits today as well. I will see you guys tomorrow on another video where we analyze the S&P 500 post-market. And I hope you guys have a great day. And to my fellow Canadians, happy Thanksgiving.